Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for making us your only choice for Hot Tejano Hits, but it is Houston's TejanoHits.com, the Keith Leal Radio Show. That is right. We're doing a live stream interview this evening. Thank you for those of you that are tuned in to the show right here. We've got a great guest for you tonight just to shed a little light on what he's got going on. He's got a lot of great things. I believe, I'm not sure if I can't see him, but he's there, but we're going to get him back here online right quick. But Esther, I got a great guest for you guys. So Esther, share the live, okay? Share the live if you guys are tuned in right now, wherever you may be tuned in as well. Esther, I've got a great guest, and he's got some great music. And the guy, his name is Anthony Patterson, guys. If you haven't heard about this guy, you're definitely going to hear a lot more about him. All right, so I got him on the line right now with us. He is live streamed right now, and we are going to talk to him and see what is going on with this guy right here, man. He's making some noise in the industry right now. So I would like to welcome to the show right here to Houston's Tejano Hits live show, the Keith Leal Radio Show, that is. That's to Mr. Anthony Patterson. Welcome, my brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. I cannot believe I'm doing radio interviews and things like that, man. I'm very, very excited. So thanks for having me once again.
Yes, it is an honor to have you here on the show. And it's always about bringing, some new artists out and whatnot. So tell me a little bit about yourself there, Anthony. Tell us a little bit about your background, where you're from, how did your upbringing influence your decision to pursue Tejano?
Man, it's kind of always been in the blood. I grew up. I was born in Carrizo Springs, Texas, in Carrizo. I grew up in Divine, Texas.
Okay.
And that's where I graduated from. My dad was a musician too. My dad he played bass and guitar for the old schools like Chacha Jimenez, Jesse
Oh, wow.
Serrata, all those guys, right? And um, when I was a kid, music was always around, right? Like him and my dad and David Lee Garza are like really, really, really good friends. So as a kid, David Lee was always at my house playing golf every Wednesday with my dad. I get home from school and they're in the backyard playing the guitar and the accordion, right? Mike Canadian Desperado was real good friends of the family, man, and Emilio was a real good friend of the family too. So it was always around, and I never really thought I'd be doing music like this, right?
Hmm.
Um, but over the last 10 years, 10, 11 years. So Leo from Grupo La Calma, Leo
Okay.
Correa, he's a frontman for La Calma, and we've been pretty much partners in crime for about 10 years, right? Everywhere I go, I bring him with me to come work with me, right?
Uh-huh.
And so when they go on stage or whatever, they say, "Hey, bro, come sing Emilio with us, come sing Como Le Haré with us or whatever," right? And so after a couple years of doing it, and they're like, "But let's record you, man. Let's record you." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Hombre, no quiero, bro, hombre." And so we recorded the medley, man, and dude, it kind of took off, and I was really on the fence, on
Hmm.
releasing the medley and doing a video, because I didn't want anybody to think like, no, this guy's trying to be Emilio, right? Or have any haters on it, or whatever the case might
Right.
be, or
Right.
whatever the case might be, right? But then we did the video, we recorded, we did the video, and I got a bunch of good responses, bro. In this last 3 or 4 months. Granted, I'm sure not everyone loves my music, right? Granted, there's a few people out there that aren't Anthony Patterson fans, but I haven't gotten any bad feedback, bro.
Yeah. All positive.
It's been all positive feedback, even from artists. I mean, from everybody, bro. So I mean, I've been very, 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 very fortunate and very, very kind of honored, right, that I was able to do, you know, an I didn't just pick anybody. Like I picked like an Emilio guy to do an homenaje for, right?
Yeah.
And man, it came out good, and I got really good responses, bro. And then it started getting radio play, and I'm like, what?
What? You weren't expecting that,
I
huh?
wasn't expecting any of it, man. So we got very, very good response, bro. And then so from there we gave it about a month and a half, and then
Hmm.
we went back in studio again, and then we did Milwaukee, Kansas City.
Yeah.
And I go ahead. I'm sorry.
That is the current single that's out
Yeah,
right
that's my
now.
person
Yeah.
in the I'm at Kansas City, man. And so, I did the medley kind of like as an homenaje, right, to
Hmm.
Emilio, or more the tribute, right, for Emilio. And if anybody watches the Emilio medley video, there's bits and pieces in the middle of the video with me and Emilio hanging out, right, on my cell phone, stuff like that. So it's really, really cool. But we did the Kansas City song, and I was expecting it to come out good. but man,
You
when we put it all together, I was like, what? That's it came out badass, right?
badass. Yeah, it
You
definitely
know,
did.
it came out badass, man. And so nobody, I mean, it's on every radio station. I'm getting hit up for radio interviews. Never in my wildest dreams, bro. I thought I'd
Hmm.
be doing this, man. And and the songs are good throwbacks. And that's
Yeah.
now that we've been in the studio again. We were in the studio this last weekend. We're doing another one. We're gonna do an EP. But I think my niche or my what I'm trying to accomplish the most is Keith is bringing back old school music with a new
Okay.
fresh sound, right?
Right. Right.
And that's pretty much what we're working to do, right? I know people are gonna say nobody's just doing covers or whatever, right? But that's my feel I'm trying to accomplish, man. The next song we're gonna be doing, it's an old school from Los Truenos de Texas song, right? The old school
Okay.
Los Truenos and
Otros.
um Los Truenos, man. So we're just bringing back old school music with a new fresh feel, and hopefully the people continue to support it and people continue to like it.
Yeah, because what you got right now, they're definitely supporting it 110%. There's no
For
doubt
sure.
about that. Getting great response on your single that's out right now, también here in Houston, surrounding areas. I mean, we cover everywhere. Internet radio
Sure.
covers everywhere. So it's doing very well for you. So congratulations to you on that and all
Thank
the
you. Thank you.
accomplishments right now. Your video it's amazing, which I'm going to share with everybody here in just a few minutes. You'll be able to check out the Emilio medley. También will play that and also the new single that he has out as well. We're gonna get to that también. So. If you guys have any questions or anything like that you'd like to ask him, feel free to. All right. We got Mr. Jojo Herrera también who's tuned in right here,
Hey,
man.
bro,
Saludos.
Jojo.
Ese es
Ow!
un grito, Anthony.
El Jojo.
Yep. West Texas, Odessa, right there. Saludos. Love your music, my brother. Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Otro Joe. Puro Joes.
Puro Jojo.
Puro Jojo.
Awesome, awesome. We appreciate you guys tuning into the show and checking it out here. That's a great guy, man. By the way, and you guys got to get to know the artist. That's one thing we have this show for is to get out there and get the feel, get the background on the artist. Talk a little bit, get to know him. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people out there. A lot of artists that don't get the opportunity.
For sure, man.
For whatever reason, some don't want to jump on. Some do, some don't. But it happens. But he's here tonight. Anthony Patterson is his name, guys.
Gracias.
So as to write that down, all right, man, save it and look him up on social media también. I'm sure you can find him there and give him a follow on his page and whatnot, so that way you guys can stay up to date with what he's got going on. Like he said, they're going to complete an EP soon también, so you want to be on the lookout for that. More new music to come, but right now what he has is just amazing. So, when was your first exposure to Tejano music? Like you said, when you were growing up, your father
Bro,
played with many.
man, I can tell you this, Keith. There wasn't, I mean, a weekend or a day of me growing up that my dad didn't have the guitar and hey, cabrón, vete pa' acá, cabrón, because I had a brother, right? Hey,
Mhm.
let us sing. We're gonna do any kind of song, right? Hey, what are you gonna sing? Dad, I don't feel like singing right now. ¿Qué vas a cantar, cabrón? Or do Emilio, right? And that was always a thing, right? For him to bring the guitar out and up. My dad just recently he's got Alzheimer's now,
Mhm.
and he's not he's still very much with us, right? But the only thing that we can still always come together on is music, right?
Mhm.
But my
Wow,
first exposure, bro,
amazing.
I was probably 3 or 4 years old, bro. As a matter of fact, bro, funny story, I was in pre-K, right?
Yeah.
And we had a talent show, and I was doing a Amor Querido by Ram, you know, in the talent show, bro. And then in fourth grade, I was Emilio. I had Arlito next to me. We were doing I think probably Como La Re, man, right? And in the fourth grade, so nobody. I was always part of the talent shows. We were all. I mean, music has always
Mhm.
been around. Anybody in my family, anybody in my friends, and
Yeah.
I'm sure the question's gonna come up. Am I white? Because I got a
Mhm.
Patterson last name.
Yeah.
That's always a question. But is gringo okay? No, man. I have no idea where I come from, right? But my dad's Patterson. My grandpa was Antonio Patterson, which is my name, right?
Mhm.
And
Okay.
my grandpa and dad hardly speak any English, bro. We're Patterson, so
Yeah.
no, someone jumped the fence somewhere. We just don't know where.
We don't know where, right? And it's like my name. It's very rare that you have a Hispanic dude by the name Keith. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? At all. You're like, what the hell? Yeah, it's freaking. I mean, you'll get a gringo, you'll get a, a black dude or whatnot, with the name Keith, but a Hispanic dude, what the hell?
Bro,
So I'm not.
I've got
There's a.
uncles. I've got uncles. They're Brady's, right? They're Brady, and they're Mexicano. It's Arturo Brady, Quique Brady. You know? so,
Yeah.
shout out to all the familia Brady, bro, and Carrizo Spring, Carrizo, Laredo, listening if y'all are.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good stuff right there, man. So, big shout out también para Ricky Duran, who's tuned into the show también as well. Saludos,
Ricky,
Rick, one of our evening jocks there también.
it's nice, nice.
Este, yeah, amazing dude right there, man. And thank you for tuning in, Rick. So, he knows all about you. He's got your music. So,
Nice.
that's another
Keith,
thing
just
right there, man.
I'm kind of unfamiliar with it. So, are you? Did you tag me on my Facebook? Is my streaming on my Facebook too, or what? How we doing this?
It should be on
Okay,
your.
cool.
I mean, it should be. Let me see if I can get the tag on there. We'll get
Yeah,
to
because
that here
I
in
can't
a
figure out how to
minute.
do it
From your end.
I'm very
Yeah.
very new at this, bro. So
Yeah.
pardon me. You got the dumbest Facebook guy you can interview.
Yeah, we've had some issues before in the past. Don't get me wrong. We had some. Well, I'm not even gonna get into detail, but there's a
I'm
lot of them
sure,
that couldn't
bro.
even turn on the computer. So it happens or log in and whatnot. But we got it going. So we had some issues there with audio, but that was just a quick fix. It happens all the time. So. But yeah, Anthony Patterson, guys. Before we get to the video here in just a short few more minutes, we're going to get that video Emilio medley, which is out right now. If you haven't seen the video, like he said, check it out. It's going to be something that you guys want to check out, man. He's got some clips in there. I mean, he's with when he was with Emilio. I mean, but a question for you, Anthony, before we continue here. Being that you said David Lee Garza was a friend of the family's for the longest time, has been for the longest time. Would you ever consider doing a collab with David Lee or have him sit in and do some
Oh, bro,
recording on one of your songs? Is it
I would love to, bro. As a matter of fact, I got another. I haven't called him on it, but yeah, we got some ideas, man. I would love to do a collab with David Lee, and I'm sure he'd probably do it with me, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, man, I'm thinking of. I mean, it's very very fresh right now, on what we're coming out with, right? And so my plan is to come out with my EP, have the people be used to my music,
Mhm.
and then start hitting the road. February or March of next year. We are me and my team. We are looking at we're 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 looking at musicians right now. I got a couple in the works, so we're going there. Once I get my first EP out and maybe my second one, we'll start looking doing a couple collabs. Jesse Turner just wrote me a song for me to record as well too.
Mhm.
So that'll be my first original that we put out. Hopefully it'll be out at the end of this EP. That'll be my first original that I put out. It's a real pretty song about my dad and my son. Um, and so I would definitely look at doing collabs with it. I got one on schedule to do a collab with a
Oh
Houston
yeah.
artist. Yeah, the
Okay.
Houston artist, and it's supposed to be a DOG medley. That
Okay.
we're working on together, bro. So I was gonna see if David he maybe at the end would maybe do like a thumbs down. You know what I mean? It's something kind of funny at the
Something
end,
kind of
right?
funny, right?
Something kind of
Heck
funny
yeah.
at the end, man. So
That'll
yeah,
be
but for
something.
sure.
That'd be awesome. That and some great stuff there. You know what I mean? You never know. It can happen. And that'd be something to look out for. But like he said, he's in the works. Got an EP that he wants to complete también as well. So anything can happen, guys. So if you follow him on his social media page, what's your handle on social media?
Well, I got obviously my Facebook is Anthony Patterson. I'm just bro that I'm doing these interviews. I'm just getting my feet wet with TikTok, right?
Okay.
I
Okay.
think I think I have like 300 followers now. I'm big time. And so I'm getting in my social media, but it's Anthony Patterson 771 is on my TikTok. But for my biggest platform is obviously gonna be Facebook, and then I do have Anthony Patterson YouTube that's got
Okay.
my music on there too. We'll be adding to it um,
Awesome.
as well. Yeah.
Good stuff. So check this out, man. I'm going to go ahead and play the video for everybody out there that has not seen the video. It's the Emilio medley right here from Anthony Patterson. Check it out, man. Some good stuff, man, if you haven't already seen it. But it is también available, I believe, on his YouTube channel as well. But check it out right here, and we'll be right back here with some more Anthony Patterson right here on the Keith Leal Radio Show. We're live streaming right now to all the audience también watching on Tejano TV. Saludos. Thank you guys so much for tuning in también as well. All right, and everybody over on our YouTube channel as well. So thank you guys. Here we go.
verte a mí, abrazados junto así, no podrán separarnos. Aunque tus padres no quieren, tus amigos no comprenden que nos vamos a casar. Si te dicen soy perdido, como pájaro sin nido, no saben la verdad. Mi destino es contigo, querida, vente conmigo. Quiero amarte más y más. Si te crees tú de ellos, no saben la verdad. Si pienses mi amor te deseo, mi vida y acabar. Y yo sé que yo te quiero, mi amor es muy sincero, no saben la verdad. Mi destino es contigo, querida, vente conmigo. Quiero amarte más y más. Recordando el cámara Emilio, shoot it. Óigame Diosito, quiero explicarle, quiero que me digas cómo le haré para que me entienda. Esta muchacha quiere ser mi amiga, pero yo no quiero ser. Es muy difícil estando yo con ella, oliendo su perfume, quiero acariciar su piel. Luego me abraza, me siento muy contento, me dice tú eres mi amigo, se me acaba la fe. ¿Cómo le haré para decirle que la quiero? ¿Cómo le haré? A Diosito tengo miedo. ¿Cómo le haré? Ser su amigo ya no puedo.
There you have it, guys, right there. That is it. That is the Emilio medley right there from Anthony Patterson, guys. That's right. That is the finished video right there. So as the, hey, man, let them know what you think about the video. I believe, okay, there we go. Yeah, I was muted, but we're good now. All right. So, so yeah, man, good stuff, man. So
Thank
do
you,
you
bro.
have, and the second single that you have currently right now, which is Me Voy a Kansas City, you plan to shoot a video for that one as well?
Yeah, man. We should be doing the video on that one on the 13th of September. So another week and a half. We'll be doing a video for that one too.
Awesome, awesome, man. So do you do any songwriting?
I don't,
No,
bro.
you don't want to get
I
into that.
don't, man. No, it's nobody. You know, dude, it's
Heck, you didn't even think that it was going to take off. You know what I mean?
yeah, bro. You know, I don't know, at this point anything can happen, right? You know, so so yeah, man. I'm not really a good poet or a songwriter or anything like that, yet, right? But yeah, no, I mean, for right now, what my main goal is to do in music is bring back the classics, bro.
Yeah.
The old school, maybe some old school Los Chachos, some Jesse Serrata,
Yeah.
Grupo Bad, stuff like that,
I
bro.
remember them guys. Yeah, back
You know what I mean?
Corpus
And
Christi.
yeah, bro, for sure.
Yeah.
That's like the kind of stuff that my dad used to listen to. That I can hear it anywhere, and remember my pops or remember my brother and just being us in the kitchen and drinking beer and singing together, right? And just stuff like that. So that's what my main focus is right now on this EP, right?
Mhm.
It's just gonna be redoing some classics with a different kind of vibe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. There's no doubt about that. So, dude, another quick question for you right here before we jump into the next song and whatnot here just a little bit right now. So, we gone through all the influences that you've had, growing up and whatnot, and all the friends that you guys had growing, with a family and whatnot along the way. But as a new artist, what challenges have you faced trying to break into the Tejano scene? Pretty much not very many, huh? Because you didn't
Not
expect it either.
no, bro. Look, man. We can go on, right? About giving the new artists some chances, right? But I, you know, I really haven't had a struggle that much.
Yeah.
It kind of I put out some music and but one thing that I try to focus on the studio, and I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm not trying to put out music that musicians like.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
I want to put up music that people like, that people want to hear. I'm not, and I didn't come out to this trying to really to impress anybody, bro.
Yeah.
I want to go in the studio and make some music, and it's kind of doing good for me. You know I know a lot. I can tell you this, bro, and this is my guy, the guys on the street, man. Give anybody a shot to try to focus on getting their music out, because most of us have jobs. We have 9 to 5s. We have a
Mm.
family. We have kids. None of us are getting rich doing music.
Right.
And it costs money to record.
Hmm.
It's not cheap, man. And so, if you could, and dude, and I can tell you this, man. I hear so much good music, bro. I mean, there's a bunch of Conjunto cats, bro. Those guys just tear it
Yeah.
up. Zeke's a
Yeah.
beast, right? And those guys are doing very, very well. They're playing everywhere, and rightfully so, right? I mean, I
Hmm.
look at bands like Imposible. I mean, those guys are just monster musicians, bro.
Yeah.
My buddy Leo Lacal. I mean, there's just so much good talent out there that if they're not being showcased, it's just going to waste, bro.
Yeah.
Because
You're
there's
right.
so much good music and we all love the '90s, we love the early 2000s, we love the '80s. It's always going to be a part of who we are,
Hmm.
But there's so much good talent, bro, and so much good music. I mean, Lázaro Perez, bro. I mean, he's just.
Another one.
I mean, he's just. I mean,
Badass.
and there's countless, bros. Savannah Votion. There's countless people, artists with talent, right?
Hmm.
And I mean, for any radio DJ, TikTok, anybody give anybody a shot, man. It's a lot of work, right?
Yeah.
And so I mean,
Oh,
I applaud anybody, bro, that wants to get in that studio and be nerve wracking and try to hear yourself sound good, right? And then no soy bien, let's redo it, over and over and over and over, right?
so is that how it is for you when you're in the studio?
It
I mean,
was, bro. When I first my first time I went in the studio, I went back 4 times, right? And then on the Kansas City song, I went back twice. And as you do a little bit, and a lot of it is confidence, bro.
yeah.
You know, when you don't know if people are gonna like it, and you don't even know why you're really recording it, and you don't know si se va a oír bien, right? People are gonna like it, and then you don't know, and so it's
Hmm.
nerve wracking, right? It's nerve wracking being in the studio, and then you just get a picture of everybody on the wall that's been in the studio, that are real talented musicians, right?
Yeah.
It's nerve wracking. So I had my hats. I've never had as much respect for the industry, for the musicians, and so I wouldn't have done it. When I went in the studio and just seeing, man, it's not easy work, and it's
No,
expensive,
it
you
is.
know.
Yes, and a lot of people don't realize that out there. The fans, you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
guys that listen to the music and whatnot. It's, a lot of these guys, like they said, they're not there to get rich off it. They enjoy making the music, but it does cost to get in the studio and do things
I
like
can
that.
tell you this, bro. I've got countless musician friends, bro, that have been, Marcos Orozco is one of my good friends, bro. He's a really good friend of mine. Art Tijerina, I can go on and on and on. And there's a lot of guys that go just for the love. They'll
Yeah.
drive 8 hours, and set
Mm.
up and tear down and be on the road, get back at 4 or 5 in the morning, man. And I mean, it's a lot of work, and so
Mm.
my hats off to every musician, every artist that's out there hustling and trying to make something happen, because it's not easy,
Yeah.
for
Oh,
sure.
yeah. I definitely agree. Vic Martinez, we'll get some shout outs right quick before we continue here. Saludos, Keith and Anthony. Appreciate you, Vic.
Saludos, Vic.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Also, it says here, great job, amigo. That's coming from Joe. I believe that we're talking about the video, just like Vic says here. Good job on the video. And we also got Tomas Richardson, the
So
second.
Moss has to Ron Hoover.
Ron
So
Hoover.
Thomas is kind of like my boss.
Okay,
Well,
Thomas.
actually, he is my boss.
Right? I said
Yeah.
Tomas, but Thomas,
Yeah,
right?
everyone's my boss at Ron Hoover. RV. Everyone's my boss.
Yeah. There we go. Saludos. Thank you for tuning in. Rick Valderrama también. Saludos.
Rick Valderrama.
Rick. Yes.
¿Cómo andamos, Rick?
Yeah, and well, Sabrina Hernandez says hello. También watching. Thank you, Sabrina.
I
Rick
trust
says
you.
he has funded 7 albums out of his own pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet, man. You know, so Rick's an old school diehard Tejano man. Been in the business for a long, long time. As a matter of fact, bro, I grew up with his family in Divine,
Okay.
from my hometown, man. So I've known Rick for a very long time. Talented musicians, man. They have more like of a old school brass sound, you know, like the
Mhm.
you know the old that the little Joe type and stuff like that.
Right. Some good stuff too.
Good stuff.
Great music, man. So 7 albums out of his own pocket, man. Imagine that right there, man. So yeah. Thank you, Rick. Thank you for tuning in. Saludos. And Albert Garcia, sup, carnales. Thank you for tuning in,
Albert, another monster musician. Albert was actually one of the frontmen for Highway 281. Down on 281 for a while. So
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Ricky Duran says fresh new look. Yeah. For the music, there's no doubt about that. Yeah, we got to get some. I mean, there's a lot of, like you said, there's a lot of artists out there that get overlooked. There's a lot of talented artists, great music out there, you know, and some of that stuff just sits on the shelf. You know what I mean? It's tough. It is tough. Stephanie Nicole también is tuned in.
my wife, my
There you go.
beautiful wife.
Yeah, all right. Good stuff right there. Lydia Martinez Pacheco. All right. Says watching
That's
from
my-
Amarillo.
My aunt Lila, my aunt Lydia.
All right.
My tia, yeah.
Lydia Martinez. Yeah.
Mhm, it's my aunt.
Thank you for watching tonight. And also Ricky Duran says pushing forward. Yes. Yeah, that's of course. I mean, that's what he's here to do, is to push forward and continue to bring good music to everyone out there. And I know Ricky loves your music, man. So that's a good
Thank
thing.
you.
Thank you for tuning in, Rick. Rick's got that song down right there. My boy, Kansas
Nice.
City. Like I said, it's been done before. It's a cover, but this style is different. What makes
Yeah.
it different in your ears versus the original?
Well, you know, I think I've been asked, bro, is this like more conjunto or Tejano, right? So it sounds like the Tejano feel, right? But I only got the bajo bass, accordion, and drums, right? So technically, we're just a conjunto type deal, man. But it's got a real fresh feel.
Yeah.
The accordionist that I use, I mean, I told him what I want to accomplish with it, man, and just the feel, man. I know you've been in the business for a long time, so you can hear a style of accordion. No, that guy's from Corpus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or that guy's from San Antonio, that guy's from Dallas. Just like you can hear David Lee, it's his accordion, right? That you just and that's I really feel like we kind of have a unique sound on the way the accordion came out, the accordion production for my music, right? It's not it's a different new. I want to even say kind of like maybe like a tejunto, like a tejunto style, right?
It's but if it is conjunto, it's like 15, 20 steps ahead of what it is right now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's elite. There's conjunto and there's elite conjunto in my ears. You know what I mean? And this one here, like I said, by far is way more advanced than what we have right now.
My producer is Eddie Perez, man, and he's a Grammy Award winner, right? And he's just a master of what he does. I mean, Keith, I could not come out of the gate running, and everything working the way it is without this badass team behind me, bro. I mean, I just have badass musicians, badass production. I mean, I tell them what I want, I tell them what the feel I want, and it just, we go in 2 or 3 times and it just pops and it just happens, right? And none of us do it by ourselves, right? None of us do it by ourselves. There's a big team behind us. So, saludos a Eddie Perez, Leo Correa, Eddie Perez Jr., VJ Florida. I mean, all the guys that just made this song pop the way it does, man.
Yeah. Yep. I have I have some other stuff here right quick. Joey Miranda Jr. says right here, I saved that guy in a bar. Love you, bro.
He sure did, bro. He sure did. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for him that one night. Saludos, Joey. Saludos, Joey.
There you go. And like as Lydia, I believe, said, I don't know if I caught this one or not, but she says she loves your songs también as well.
Thank you, Anlita. Thank you.
George Vences también, saludos from Califas. So, yep, it's Califa support. Freestyle Cartel in the building right there, man.
Nice,
Another show out of Califas. So great job. Thank you, George. Appreciate you tuning in, buddy. Adam Martinez, New Braunfels, is watching as well.
And Adam, Capo, big Adam.
Albert Garcia says, come sit in with us this weekend at the Double Bar.
All right, bro. It's a date.
There you go. He sings really good Tejano and can also sell some RVs for Ron Hoover, baby. Good job,
That's
Anthony.
right. That's right,
Cindy.
bro. That's right. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. So for everybody watching, bro, I do sell RVs and boats like here in West Texas, Odessa, Texas. So Ron Hoover, man, we're a big Tejano sponsor, a big Tejano supporter. And that's another big shout out to my employer, man, to my guys, because they could easily say, quit recording music and be at work more, right? But they support me, bro. They support the music. My bosses, they give the little fire emojis on my videos. They're very, very supportive, man. So I'm very blessed to be working at Ron Hoover RV and Marine for sure.
Yes, and a great atmosphere there with some great co-workers también. So saludos to everybody out there that's tuning in. Raúl G. Garza también says, puro Tejano.
Primo. ¿Cómo estamos, primo? Out there in California. Califa.
And Joey Miranda's just laughing at storm over there right now. Albert Garcia says he sells manufactured homes. All right, guys, if you're just tuning in right now to the show, we appreciate you taking the time to join us right here on the live show. Keith Leal here on Houston's TejanoHits.com. We got the live stream interview going on right now with Mr. Anthony Patterson. All right, this guy is pretty much brand new to the Tejano scene, man, and he's shaking up things really, really good right now. I mean, we're talking about his video that he had there. We just featured that one here shortly, or not too long ago, which was the Emilio medley. All right, if you guys missed it, you can always go back and watch it, or you can look him up también on YouTube. It'll be there. But he's got a new single that's out right now, available on all digital platforms también. Okay, Me Voy a Kansas City, and I want you guys to listen to this song and chime in. Let us know what you think as well on this song here. It's great, man. You guys have to listen to it if you haven't already heard this song, man. It is amazing. So check this one out. And again, Me Voy a Kansas City, and great cover, by the way. Who was behind there on the cover work, on the artwork?
Man, I have a guy here in San Antonio that does it, bro, and it's again, bro, it's just like everyone that came in my way would just had a real good part, right? And so I get compliments on the artwork, man. His name is Mike. I'll go to my cell phone right now and find his name. We get back, I'll find it.
That'll work. But here is the photo right here, the cover photo for the song itself, and we'll be right back after this tune right here. All right, guys, so thank you so much. Share the live if you're watching from wherever you may be watching from right here. Me Voy a Kansas City. This is the latest right here from Anthony Patterson right here, Houston's.
amor. Me voy a Kansas City. Me voy a Kansas City. Me voy a Kansas City para olvidarme de nuestro amor. De nuestro amor.
There you go. My boy, Kansas City. That
Nice,
is a brand new single that he's got out right now. It's making waves on all the airwaves. We're talking about radio throughout the state of Texas and beyond. You know, you never know. They might be playing you up north. I don't know if you've gotten reports or anything like that from the Midwest, Florida.
I did two interviews today out of Florida,
Oh, wow.
which was really cool, man. And the song just charted last week, man. It was on the Calamo, not Lopez Broadcasting Top 20.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't expecting that at all. So yeah, man, it's doing very, very well, man. I couldn't be more excited and more humble, man, to everyone. Why I can't believe someone wants to hear me sing.
Yeah.
I can't believe someone's like trying to hear me sing on purpose, you know. So
And he didn't want to get into the studio, guys, from the get go, right? He's like, nah, you know, I don't want to go record. But look at it now, man. So that's good, man. Blessings, man. I mean, you're
Thank you,
blessed
bro. Thank you.
to have some great stuff under your belt and great support team behind you as well.
Sure, man.
Great musicians, everybody. So, do you plan to? You haven't performed live yet, anything,
no.
or you have had some performances?
Yeah, we have. No, we performed that before, man. I'm gonna be I'll be performing the third Saturday the 13th, which when I'm doing my music video,
Okay.
we'll be performing at the Kermesse the Kermesse fair here in Midland, Texas. It's gonna be us, David Igarza, Ram, Chente Barrera, Miguel Hernandez. There's a few more that I'm probably missing, so I'm gonna be thrown in the La Calma. Grupo La Calma is gonna be play. I'll be singing my 3 songs with La Calma.
Okay.
You know,
Cool.
but I'll be able to share the stage with some greats, man. You know.
Oh yeah, a lot of
So
people.
it's-
Like everyone you mentioned right there is so very, very talented.
man,
Right
so
there, from
it's-
Miguel Hernandez all the way down. You know,
Bro,
some
Miguel is
great.
a beast, man. He's a beast
Yeah.
too. He's a beast musician. Out of all of them, I probably got the less amount of talent out of all those guys, bro. And I'll be able to be up there and sing with him. So I'm pumped, bro. I'm pumped. Dude, so.
I want to send some shout outs to Seth Olivares, Diego Ramirez, also watching. We got Elia Gonzalez también. You said, okay, and Bear Lara. Let me just send some hello. Gary King, Melissa Brady. Let's see, we got here.
Melissa Brady, remember I told you about the Brady's?
Yes,
Keith?
yes,
My
the
cousins?
Brady's.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, my family.
Couple of other, let's see here. We got Way to Go, Anthony. It sounds great. That's from Elia Gonzalez.
Thank you, cousin.
And Melissa also says, you are doing awesome, cousin. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Love the song. Great hook from Diego Ramirez.
El Diego, puro Wildcat, puro Carrizo Springs in the house, puro Wildcats.
There you go. Wildcats. Yeah. So if you guys are tuning in right también over on our YouTube page, thank you so much. También also, we did live stream this tonight also on Tejano TV as well. So you guys, the audience out there that's tuned in, we appreciate you, man. The guy that's on the screen right here is Anthony Patterson, all right? Thanks
to everybody for having me on the show, for sure.
And you debuted here in the Tejano music scene about how long ago?
Man, debuted. It's probably been like 3 or 4 months, man.
Wow,
you know,
3 or 4 months.
It's been it's been very, very, very fresh, bro. You know,
Yeah.
I think the medley came out a month and a half ago.
Mhm.
You know, about a month and a half ago, man. So it's been very, very fresh, bro. I cannot believe that I'm being able to be showcased
Yeah.
on all these platforms, bro. You know, and I know there's so many artists that have not been able to showcase their stuff, and you know, and so I feel very, very blessed and very, very honored that people are requesting my music on the radio. I mean, I can't believe that. That I'm able to be on here with you. I mean, come on, man. So just nothing but blessings upon blessings, man. And I'm very, very humble and very, very pumped that people want to hear my music, you know. So couldn't be more excited.
And we're honored to have you, man. I mean, we
Thank you,
keep
bro.
pumping them out, man. Keep pumping out, these songs, as you go forward, to try to complete your EP.
Sure.
You're on the right track, man. Yeah, you don't want to do too much at once, but I know you want to work on the EP, and you're not too far off. I mean, like you said, you've got some stuff
Yeah,
down,
man.
so just putting it all together and finishing touches. Maybe go in and out of the studio 4 or 5 times this time, or maybe 6 or
Yeah.
7. You never know. You're gonna try
Whatever,
to be picky
whatever
about
it
it
takes,
now,
Dad.
huh?
Whatever it takes, Dad.
Keep doing your thing, my brother. Vic Martinez says, no Tejano radio stations here in Phoenix. I'm always listening to music here on the internet. Well, we appreciate you, Vic, for taking the time to listen to us on the internet, man. Thank you so much, man. So Phoenix needs some help over there. Damn it, boy. All right. So, what's one of your favorite jams or songs, should I say, when you go out there and do perform, when you have your performances and whatnot? What is your most favorite song to get up there and perform for the audience out there?
Bro, it'd be como le haré, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, it doesn't matter where you're at. That song always hits, and people get up to dance. I mean, it doesn't even matter where you hear it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're white, it doesn't matter. You hear como le haré, bro, and you get up and sing and dance, bro.
And
And so
sing and dance.
that's probably that's gonna be my all-time favorite song, probably for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Will be como le haré for sure, bro.
There you go. Yeah. I mean, I've like I said, though, that song right there, man, it's never going to die, man. It's always one of them good songs to get people up on that dance floor. Judy Pettis says, way to go, cousin.
Judy, hey,
Judy.
prima, how you doing? How you doing? And bro, Emilio would tell.
We just lost him, so I don't know what happened there, but maybe he might have got a phone call or whatnot or so. But we'll definitely get him back on here in just a few minutes, guys. See what happens with that. But just guys, Anthony Patterson is his name, all right, guys, and he's got some great music out, and the brand new song that he's got, his single, is currently available right now. It is available on all streaming platforms. It's not currently available. It's going to be available because that's where you can get it nowadays, right? Is on all streaming platforms. Anthony Patterson, Me Voy a Kansas City, all right? That is his current single right now. He's also got the Emilio medley, which is out también, and also the video is out. He's going to be working on this video right here coming up on the 13th, I believe he said here this month.
On the 13th. I'm sorry, bro. Someone called me. Man, no, yeah, bro. And Emilio would tell me the same thing, that the most song people ever requested from me ever was Como Le Haré.
Yeah.
He would tell me the same thing, man. But yeah, it's a great song.
Great
I'm
song
sorry
right
about
there.
that, bro. Somebody called me, and I
No, you're good. And I figured that's what it was, and I let everybody know out there. He probably didn't get a phone call, so
I couldn't get my
blocked him.
computer to work, man. But so on my cell phone.
Yeah, he's the tech guy there for this next interview. All right.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I need to hire an IT department.
All right. So now, again, we were just talking about that right there with the tech and all that whatnot. But in this digital world right now, what do you? I mean, do you run into any issues or anything? Or do you think this is versus the CDs and back in the days? You know how it was back then. More of a digital world right now. So, what are your thoughts on that?
No, man. I think the record companies don't like it, but but I mean, as far as as far as the artists, you can go a very, very kind of inexpensive route. $1,000 gets you a lot of shares and views on TikTok and Facebook, right? And so I mean, it's good, man, and it brings I'm a firm believer that that as ever much work you want to put into it, I mean, well, there's no way you could have ever contacted everybody in the world like you can on Facebook. Like you can now, right? And
Right.
a lot of it's free, man. For $300, you can pay for 300 shares.
Yeah.
If you really want. So I mean, I think it's good, man, and I think it's more exposure for the artist, and it brings. I mean, if you keep it real, how many artists would you not have heard wouldn't be for the internet? If it
Exactly.
wasn't, how many times are you on YouTube? You said, "God damn, that song sounds good. Who is that?" That you wouldn't have been up because the radios aren't playing it, right? Because it's not
Right.
making top 20. So I think it's a good thing, man. I expect better things to come, I think, in the future, right? I mean, TikTok's huge. During COVID, all the big
Oh, yeah.
bands came out on YouTube and TikTok, and I mean, it changed the game for sure.
Yeah, definitely changed the game right now. So it is what it is today now, So, keep up the great work, Anthony. That's coming from Perla Guerrero también also.
Thank you, Perla. Thank you.
Perla. All right. So Perla.
Perla.
Yes. Thank you guys for tuning into the show tonight, man. My guest, Anthony Patterson. Home base for you is what, Odessa? Were you at Midland?
Odessa, Texas,
West
bro.
Texas
In
area?
West Texas right now. Yeah, dude. I'm the general manager for Ron Hoover RV and Marine out here. So I run the store out here in West Texas. And we the Hoovers as a whole, I'm sure you've seen them all over the place,
Hmm.
advertising Tejano music.
Yeah.
So very very big supporters, very big supporters of mine,
Hmm.
letting me enjoy my dream and doing what I do on a daily basis, and being able to go to work and do all those things. So man, it's they support Tejano. If you're looking for an RV or boat, make sure you come and see us around
There you
Hoover
go.
RV. You know,
Yeah.
um, and that's it. I couldn't ask for anything better, bro. I get to sell things I like and play music. Right,
There
so
you
it's
go. Yeah.
I got the best of both worlds
Best
with
of
the Hoovers
both
for sure,
worlds.
for sure, for sure.
Anthony Patterson right there. So what's next for you, man? What's
Man,
next? What?
we'll continue with the EP. The EP should be done by November, December. And in the works I got 3 gigs between here in December. And then we'll start hitting the road. Once or twice a month.
Okay.
Wherever we go, and we'll keep putting out music, and as long as the people like it, we're gonna keep putting it out for sure.
There you go. So
You
be
know?
on the lookout for that, guys. You can find him on social media, Anthony Patterson. Look him up right there. Sooner or later. I mean, I believe you're on TikTok right now, right?
Yeah, I'm
So those are
TikTok
the.
Anthony Patterson 771.
There you go. Look
I
him
mean,
up, guys.
it might be hard for y'all to get on my friends list. I got like 200. I got like 200 followers. So I'm sure I got plenty of room. Whoever wants to be my friend whoever wants to follow me, I got chingos of room. So come
Chingo's a room right there on his social media platforms, guys. Give him a follow, though, guys. He's got some great music, man. Anthony Patterson. Look him up, guys. All right. His name is right there on the screen. All right. He's no bullshit in here. He's no bullshit. Anthony Patterson is his name. All right. All right, guys. So yes, definitely go out there, man. Let's see. Edwin says, "Let's go. Keep it all up there, AP. Keep it up."
El Edwin Jaquez. Thank you, Edwin. Thank you.
Saludos. Thank you for tuning in to the show right now. Well, that's going to wrap things up here, man. Again, look him up on social media. We found out what's next for him right now. He's working on a new song to be dropping. Do you have a release date for the next song to be dropping?
I don't
Yep.
yet, man. I don't yet. But as soon as I do, you'll be one of the first I tell.
There you go.
For sure, man. So I'm thinking probably in November. We'll
Mhm.
probably come out with beginning November or the later part of October or the early part of November for sure.
There we go. That's right. We'll be looking for that.
Thank
Yes, but
you.
right now you guys can currently request Me Voy a Kansas City and también also the Emilio medley. While it's out, and you can stream it. Also go out there and add it to your playlist. It's available on all digital platforms también. Go out there and search his name, Anthony Patterson, man. He's out there on all platforms. So yeah, it doesn't get any better than that, man.
Well, thank you, man. Man, Keith, thank you for having me. Thank you for people who are requesting my music. It boggles my mind that people want to hear me. People want to hear me sing, but thank y'all. Thank y'all. I love it, man. And so normally we're gonna keep moving forward and record some more music. And I'm sure I'll see you in the city
Oh
close
yeah.
by you here soon, wherever you're at for sure.
Wherever you're going to be at. So you guys look them up, man. Follow them, give them a follow, and you'll be knowing whatever dates they got and the future dates they have to perform. También a big shout out I would like to send and a hello and a big thank you to a great friend, Mr. Lupe Rosales. También
Lupe,
he's tuned into
man.
the show, man.
Lupe,
Great
yeah,
guy.
no, he's been a great guy to have on my side, man. He's been nothing but supportive and nothing but best wishes all the time, man. Thank you, Lupe, so much for everything you do for me and for everybody that you work with, man. It's a big
Yes.
blessing having you in our corner.
Another one of the greats right there in the industry, still doing his
For
thing
sure.
right there, man. Quietly, but he's still doing it. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, great guy, man. So saludos, and again, Anthony. We appreciate you taking the time, to join me here on the show right
Thank
here,
you, man. Thank
and
you.
I'm looking forward to the next already, man. So
All
keep up
right,
the
big
great
dog.
work.
Thank you for having me, man. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bueno,
you. Great.
saludos. Bye.
Yeah. Any shout outs though, right quick before you go?
Yeah, shout out to everybody, to my beautiful wife that's in the living room, that's always watching my Facebook lives and supporting my music, to my little boy, to all my family, all my friends, Leo Correa, Grupo La Calma, that helps me every step of the way, Eddie Perez, Eddie Jr., CDA Promotions, Carlos, man, anybody who has had any step in the way of me taking this leap of faith and putting some music out. Um, without being too scared. It's always
Right.
supporting me. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you to everybody. Can't say thank you enough.
There you go. All right, man. And we heard that right there from Mr. Anthony Patterson himself, right? So I got his last minute there, shout outs. So and Joanne Patterson says me.
That's my sister. That's my sister, man. Her too. No, sabes que yo tú no. Tú no. Everybody else but you. Said, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you, sister.
All right, there. That's a wrap, guys. Thank you again, Anthony. Best wishes,
you.
man. Best of luck to you. You go get it, man. It's
Thank
right
you,
there
man.
for you. It's waiting, man. Have a great one. We'll talk to you
Thank you,
very,
man.
very soon, man. Good night.
Estamos good.